everybody. We are here. It's me and Leandra, and we are here for IPB sprints. I love doing these sprints. These are so much fun.
Me too.
They are great fun.
I was like craving it. I was like, we need to get them done.
I know. And I'm pretty sure that book 7 is the one that Tina has been telling us about since the beginning. Once Tina is here, we will confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. And that is the book that we are on. So
yes, if it's not, it's got to be like book 8. It's somewhere around there. We're very close. So we're definitely going to be like touching it today, I think, depending on which book she's talking about. Oh man, I see Tina. Tina's arrived in the comments.
Tina, we were talking about you behind the scenes, and now also, yes, it is book 7. I knew it. I knew it.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Very excited. Now, Tina, I believe that you told us in the past that this was someone's brother. If that is the case and it's not a spoiler, could you put it in? It's not a spoiler because we're going to be talking about the couples. So that's fine. Just put it in the chat for us, please. Thank you so much. But we are doing Ice Planet Barbarian sprints. If you're not reading Ice Planet Barbarians, that is totally fine. I know Blue Aliens is not for everybody. And also I know some people are waiting for us to get to specific books to join in because people were further ahead than us. We will be doing book 7 and probably starting book 8 on these sprints. I don't think we'll finish both. We have yet to ever finish both books, but who knows? We will be doing 4 hours here, and then we'll be jumping to Leandra's channel for 4 hours. So we will have 8 hours of sprints or Blue Aliens if you want to read with us. So you can read the same book. You could read whatever book you're on, whatever you want to do. We're going to have a great time. We are reading, like I said, book 7, Barbarians Touch.
That cover. Oh my gosh.
This cover is something else. Not going to lie. This cover is something else. Absolutely something else. I'm very excited about this. I was telling Leandra behind the scenes, I've not read in 4 days. I have not read since Tuesday night sprints. So this is what I need to get me back in my reading mojo.
You said that, it feels as if you need sprints to read now. It's happened.
Totally true.
When you need to read.
I need somebody to tell me when to be productive.
Yeah.
I can't do it on my own any longer. Let's see who's here. Hello, Taylor. How are you? Reading the first Harry Potter. Very comforting for me since I just lost one of my fur babies this week. Oh my gosh, Taylor. I am so sorry to hear this. Lots of hugs and love sending your way for sure. Because that's so sad. Hi, Rainy. Not reading IPB. That's totally fine. Because I'm so behind. We've really gotten into this year.
Yeah, we're dedicated.
We are dedicated. I don't know if you had this same thing happen, but I was tagged in so many mid-year freakout tags because of Ice Planet Barbarian sprints.
I love it.
And I was like, when did this become my brand?
That is so funny. I know that we got Nicole into it, Dusty Book Sniffers. She's like, oh, suddenly I'm reading them. And I'm like, yes, join the club.
Come. It's a good time. It's a great time. Reading Whispers by Ashley Audrain, though one of my most anticipated reads of the year. Nice.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
That's the same author that wrote The Push, right?
Yes. A friend of mine loved The Push, and she's actually really excited about this book too. So
I've heard a lot of good things about The Push. I've never read it, but I've heard fantastic things. Also, hi, Tina. I know I've already clicked on your comment, but I didn't actually officially say hello to you. So hello. Hi, Nadeem. How are you? Hi, Nina and Sarah. Book 3's hero. Book 3 is Ihoko.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. I am so excited.
Because we were like, is it Ihoko's brother? Is it? And that's like Sarah and Ihoko, which is our favorite couple.
Yes.
Both of us
our favorite couple, our favorite guy, I think, too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, his brother's got big shoes to fill, but I believe in him.
Book 2 is still our favorite book, but book 3 is our favorite couple.
Yeah. It's so interesting how it pieces together. But yeah, book 2 is our favorite in regards to narrative and the tension and everything.
Yeah.
And like it being a retelling for Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, book 3, I think, has all of these other great ingredients.
Oh yeah. Fantastic. Very excited about this. No, I wouldn't know how to spell any of their names either.
I'm listening to all of it on audio, so whenever I see it written down, I'm like, oh, that's how it's.
Usually when I write notes to vlog it later, I will just write phonetically how it's done, just so I can say it right like 2 weeks later when I do my wrap up, because 2 weeks later I no longer remember.
Like go.
Yeah, I really do. I write it phonetically so I won't forget, because I'm like, I don't remember. Hello, Amal. How are you? Saw the thing under your name that says Barbarians Touch and screamed. I'm so excited. And the nice thing is we'll read this whole book on sprints. We always get through the whole first one. So you'll get to see us go through the whole thing, which is very exciting. I'm very excited. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Me too.
I'm very excited. Taylor, sorry to hear that. We are as well. We lost our jumping spider last night. Oh no, Rainy. Poor Lincoln. Fed him to the roach. Oh no. Lincoln.
Oh my gosh.
Lincoln. This is what, children do the things.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think Rainy's super sad to see the spider go, because I don't think Rainy was super a fan of having a pet spider, but
yeah,
still hard. Getting my hair done this morning, but wanted to say hi. Thank you for popping in. We'll be here for 8 hours. So if you want to come back later, we'll be here. Or we'll be on Leander's channel, but we'll be on this. Rereading Terms and Conditions and listening to Throne of Sisters. Awesome. Yes, Taylor, we're so sorry. Lost my dog this week. Oh my goodness, Tina.
What is going on?
What is happening? This is the saddest thing ever. I'm so sorry, Tina. Lots of hugs and love sent to you as well. Ebook reading with Bitterroot in 5% and Meet Your Match 38%. Lovely.
Ooh.
Listening to 0 Days on audio. Loving it. I pre-ordered that and still haven't read it yet. So.
Who's it by?
That's Ruth Ware's new book.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Okay. Huh.
And working on a new diamond painting. Also need to finish my current graphic novel. Lots of love to Tina and Taylor. It is so hard. We love our babies. Started reading It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Nice. Good luck. That's a heavy one. That's a heavy one. It is a sad week for animals.
Yeah, what the heck?
A hard week for everybody. Now we just need Ice Planet Barbarians friends and just to be together to raise each other's spirits.
Yeah, to literally just to distract us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I do knows what these conversations are going to be like, because they can go anywhere.
Yes, exactly.
Hi, Sarah, also listening to hi, Alicia. Sarah, you're also listening to 0 Days. Lovely. A little buddy read in the chat. We love this. Reading Fishing for Trouble by Elizabeth Logan. Tina always with the cozies, because I'm assuming this is a cozy, with the best cozy titles ever. Oh, the spider grew on Rainy.
No, I mean, I guess it's sad either way, but
oh no, help him catch a new spider and tell him not to feed it to the roach this time.
Yeah,
that was
only once.
Poor choice. That was a lesson learned with that one. Got my Kindle with me. These always take so long, so I'll be reading when I can. Yes, I take my Kindle everywhere now.
Yeah,
literally,
especially if you're getting your hair dyed or lightened, those take so long.
Well, and they kind of just leave you over sometimes for a half an hour, and you're just there,
and you're just puttering. It's okay, at least I have something to look at.
Yeah. Ooh, are you liking this Catherine Center book? I haven't read this one yet, so I would like to know what you're thinking. Buddy reading it with my sister before we watch the movie next week. Lovely.
Oh my gosh. I want it. What is it? The Bodyguard.
I just finished that.
What'd you think of it?
I gave it 4 stars. It was really cute.
Oh, okay.
It was
I was gonna say, because that one looks really fun, and I like the switch of her being the bodyguard. I think that's what's intriguing me about it.
It was super cute.
Oh.
I like Catherine Center's books, though. This is the third or fourth I've read now.
Okay. I've never tried her before.
I've read a few. My favorite is Things You Save in a Fire. By far.
Yeah, that
one. I 5-starred that one. It's the only one I've ever 5-starred, but I loved it. What do you think so far? I'm 61% in. I love that there's a little buddy read in the comments of 0 Days. I love this. Why is my life as a jumping Spider-Man?
You know, if you were asked 10 years ago what your life would end up being like, nope, didn't predict
Would
it.
you know? Would you ever guess that you would be sitting here talking about your spider on the internet to people reading about alien sex? No.
Yeah. Did we ever expect you to say that sentence? No.
I certainly did not, but here we are. Oh, I read that one too. How to Walk Away.
Okay.
That was good too. But I still like Things You Save in a Fire.
Mm.
The best.
First
book of hers, but I'll be reading more for sure. Might I suggest Things You Save in a Fire?
I was like, I wonder what we suggest next.
Because I also like that one because it's a female firefighter.
Oh my gosh,
as the main character.
I love how she's pretty much like these archetypal like masculine roles that we usually see the male lead being is like the woman's the bodyguard, the woman's the firefighter. I'm into that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat. And you really do see her kind of push into this like male dominated world of firefighting because it is, more male forward.
Oh, for sure.
Not sure the percentage, but I'm at -1 day, so I'm not too far off from the end. Okay. Ooh. I didn't realize it was that makes sense that it's by days.
Interesting.
That would make a lot of sense if I would have thought that through. Maybe I should abandon my TBR and start Ice Planet Barbarians 1. I mean, Rainy.
We support it. We won't tell you no.
Look, Rainy.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, you could get it done in this sprint. The first one's very vast. It's very small.
Yeah, it's super short. I think even the audio was maybe 6 hours, not even and that's like 1 time speed. So yeah.
Very fast. That's a nice thing. You can knock them out quite quickly.
Oh, totally.
Really enjoying it so far. So different from Ruth Ware's normal books. Interesting. I tried to get Kelsey is not a Ruth Ware fan. But I tried to convince Kelsey that we should do 0 Days as a book for book club, and she was like, "No."
Oh no! She's like, "No." But maybe this could convince her if it was different.
I tried though. Maybe if everyone goes and talks in the Discord about it, maybe we could. It's not like Ruth Ware's other books, Kelsey. Throw that out there.
I haven't read anything by her either. This is like
Ruth Ware. I really like Ruth Ware. Kelsey does not. It's not twisty. Ruth Ware is not a twisty thriller writer. She really lets it all hang out. It's more like
she's blunt.
It's all there for you to know.
Oh, that's so funny.
Definitely going to be finishing 0 Days during the sprints. Things You Save in a Fire, 5 stars for sure. See?
Interesting.
Brittany gave the nod, so I have to do it. I did. Do it.
Yes, I can't wait to see their thought. I love how we're kind of on the other end now. So if people start after us, we can be the ones being like, ooh, just wait.
Right?
We are now Tina. Tina was this beforehand. She still is as far as we are. But now we can kind of be the ones who are saying, we know what's going to happen.
Absolutely. And I think it's so funny because everybody has a different favorite.
Oh,
like
totally.
Everyone's favorites, like even the ones that we love, some people don't like as much. And but there's kind of like a couple in a book for everyone.
Oh, for sure. And that's why it's almost like, even if you don't like, say, the first book, or just keep going because you will find a couple that you like. It's just this kind of random thing. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yep. And I think book 1, I think everyone kind of enjoys book 1 because it does lay out the series really well.
It's like a good baseline. Like it's a good baseline one.
It's a really good first book to really kind of set you up for something. For sure. Although someone the other day said the word resonance in a whole other conversation, which I forget what the conversation was because my brain instantly went, Ice Planet Barbarians.
Resonance? Did someone say?
Why were they resonating? It was resonating. That was the word. And I went, what are we resonating about?
You're like, Quee? Did someone say Quee?
It was like very off topic. Hi, Chastity. How are you? Still reading Magnolia Parks. Lovely. I know Rainey loves this one. Love Ruth Ware, but was very disappointed by the It Girl. I haven't read that one yet, so good to know. I'll go into that with like dampered thoughts. Have both The Bodyguard and the new book Hello Stranger on my TBR. I have the arc of Hello Stranger, and I need to read that at some point.
There's always an arc to read, isn't there?
It's, you do your best, but it is what it is. We will be here for 8 hours, 4 hours on my channel, and then we're jumping over to Leandra's for 4 hours. If you're not subscribed to Leandra, the link is in the description box. So anybody who's not and wants to stick with us for the 4 hours, or even just, because Leandra is amazing, down in the description box. So,
thanks.
I highly suggest. Hi, Jen. Don't know what I'm going to be reading or doing during the sprints today. That's fair. If you want just help with options, you can pop those in the description or in the chat. That's the word.
Totally.
Getting ready to start book 4. Very good. I will say book 4 is our least favorite.
Yeah. So I was like trying to remember. I was like, that doesn't sound like a number I like.
No. You may like it because I know some people do, but me and Leandra agree that it's our least favorite of the 6 we've read so far.
I think the last time we talked about it on Sprint, someone in the comments were like, that's one of my favorites. So
yeah, I think Erin liked it a lot. And I was like, well, that's great. Like it's nice to see the different perspectives.
Totally.
Taylor, do it. Do it, Taylor. Do it. Peer pressure. We're making everyone read Ice Planet Barbarians 1 alien book at a time. Hopefully we'll finish and then starts and ends with us. You are the second person reading it ends with us.
So many buddy reads in the comments.
I know. That's amazing. Oh, my comments went crazy. My husband started saying resonate.
I love it. That's so crazy.
Amazing. That's amazing. Resonating will be forever IPB. I hear that and I think of our people falling in love. I agree.
Our people.
Our people. I love this. It's so true. Reading number 6. So close, Lexi. Hello. Also, hi. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Reading 6. Who was
right
6?
behind
I
us.
liked 6. No, that was Josie. We liked 5.
Yeah, what was tough about 6 was that 5 really hyped it up. It got us really excited, and so I think that it was weird. And 6,
but we didn't dislike it. It just wasn't my favorite.
It kind of turned into like a bridging book. I think setting you up for 7 and 8 as well. But we'll see what you think, Lexi.
It was, but also I think some of our problem was that I read them back to back. I think if I wouldn't have read them back to back, I might have liked 6 better.
Yeah. Distance. I think we need distance between the two.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Sorry, 4 is not it for me, but maybe you will like it.
We'll see what you think. Yeah, definitely. Like we said, we know someone who loved it. So
Tina liked it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So Tina did, and Tina's not the only one. We've definitely seen a few other people say that they like it.
You may like it. It just wasn't our personal favorite.
Yeah.
But that is the end of the comments. Are we ready to start reading Ice Planet Barbarians or whatever book you are reading if you are not joining us in the Ice Planet Barbarians train? Leandra already has it pulled up. I need to do that because we need to stay on task and stay together. So
play at the same time.
I will see you all in 45 minutes. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I made it to 14%. How did you do?
Okay, I'm at 15%.
So basically the same.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just finished a chapter that was following Rodon's his experience. They were trying to.
I think I'm in the middle of that
kill
chapter.
a Sahaka.
We've just found the Sakkats, so I'm.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, you
I'm
need to once you finish this chapter, it ended on like a cliffhanger in a sense where like something happened, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Good to know. I will say I love that our main female character is hearing impaired. Like I love that is I love that representation in this book, and I'm interested to see. Obviously, I think I know how that's going to be encountered just knowing how the world works in this world. But I find that really like a fun, not fun, but like interesting way to kind of not fun. You know what I mean? Good representation for that.
Well, it's fascinating. It adds an additional complexity, especially because at this point, pretty much every character has found a way to communicate. Like we've figured out how to do it. Whereas now she's this additional complexity being like, especially because in regards to them, they're like, what is she doing? This is how she's speaking. Like they don't understand American Sign Language, and that
she can't read their lips because they don't really speak as clear as humans do. Yeah. So their lip reading is different. So she can't read their lips. And I'm like, this is going to be an interesting take on this. And I'm excited for it. And I also like the sister bond in this book.
Oh yeah, I really like Maddie. Like I'm excited. I'm imagining her book is going to be next.
That's what I think too.
I'm already really liking her as a person. I like her sass. She reminds me of Liz.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Very much so.
Yeah, like she called the one guy a Smurf, and I just thought that was hilarious.
That's the last line I ended on.
That's awesome.
That's literally where I am in the book. Let's see. We had a lot of people join during that sprint. So let's do some hellos. Hi, ML. Still reading Mirror Girls today and the new Riley Sager if Ollie and I co-read. We have Ulysses here. Hello. We absolutely love the Blue Aliens. Of course we do.
We are obsessed.
we have become obsessed. Hello, Cool Gamer. IPB should be really picked up as a TV show. I'd probably watch too. I feel like it would be an interesting show because they could expand on the world a little bit more than maybe just like following the couples so closely as the books are.
And technology is just better. Like I feel like maybe if this was like 10 years ago, I'd be like, no, let's not take any chances. Whereas now we're getting better. So it'd be a bit more realistic seeing what they look like. Yeah.
Or they could like CGI all the blue aliens, which would be helpful because, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original covers are, you can kind of tell the budget wasn't really wasn't the highest, which is fine.
They came out a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't actually know when the first book in the series came out, but it would have had to be a while ago.
But the thing is I guess it's tough because I don't know if I'm basing it off of the audiobooks. Like, I don't know if the publication date when you see on the audiobook, if it's the audiobook pub or if it's because it's been like 2015, 2014, I think. But maybe that's just the audiobooks.
Maybe we'll look into that because I would like to know. I don't know. I know the new one's coming out soon.
Oh my
newest book. I saw it on Neck Valley and I was like, I will not be caught up by then. So that's fine.
Also, has anyone gone on her website? On her website, on Ruby Dixon, there's like an area for like fan graphics, like fan, whatever, fan art. And she commissioned a few, and you got to be 18 or older. You just basically say that you are, and there's like a password and you can look at them. And oh my God, they are great. I highly recommend people go to her website. If you've like read, like they have the couples. So I only clicked on the couples that I've read, but yeah.
Okay. We'll be doing that for sure. Also, hello. Made it to 33% of Dead Things by Kristen Arnett. Lovely. We are doing fantastic. We're excited to spend the day with everybody.
Yes.
Having a great time. Joined during the last sprint and read a bit, and my yarn just came in for my first commissioned blanket. That's amazing. So excited to get started. I drafted the pattern yesterday. Just have to decide what hook to use and how to read at the same time. Audiobooks, might I suggest. Currently reading a physical book. I think I just need a few more hands, right?
Wouldn't that be nice?
I feel like that's relatable. Hi, Ollie. How are you? Started reading Elliot Page's new memoir. I know Neva really enjoyed this memoir and found it really, really powerful. So I hope you also enjoy it. But dealing with migraines, oh no, I hope you feel better.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Hello to everyone in the chat. Read 43 pages and had breakfast. Lovely. Hi, Rye. How are you? Also, if anyone is interested, Rye is one of my co-hosts for the blue team for the Amazing Readathon. And if you aren't caught up to us in Ice Planet Barbarians, might I suggest if you were on Team Blue, that this would be a good time to catch up because they are all
blue covers. Oh my gosh. That is such a good point.
And they are also a host favorite for Crystal. So like you get lots of good stuff. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Just jumping in. Hello. We will be here for a while reading. Made lunch for myself and the gremlins and posted on IG. I love this. I'm now going to call my child the gremlins.
Yep.
That's perfect. I like how the books explore how the alien species deals with disabilities. This is not the first disability rep we've seen, which is kind of how I kind of figure I kind of know how they're going to deal with it. In
regards to like how like toward the ending, what might come about it.
And there's kind of like canon in this world that shows how like people can be not healed. That's not the word, but like,
but it is
in this world. Yeah, it is a little bit in this world. And they've even talked about it already in this book that they're like, oh, we need to do this so that she can hear. So like, I'm not surprised, but
I will say that's one aspect that I'm not super into. Like we'll accept it and move on, but I am kind of like,
why can't we just find
they're perfect the way they are.
I understand with the canon of the world it has to be the way it is, but
and like it makes sense how it's done, like like the way everything works. It's not like it doesn't make sense, like where I'd be like, oh, like that's just being forced. It's not being forced, but it's just kind of like, well, okay, well, fine, whatever.
And I think it had to happen for Kira's book. For the world to make sense. So then once you do it for one, then it has, if you keep with the logic of the world, you have to keep the logic. So it's a hard one to. Yes, Maddie's book is next.
I'm excited.
Exciting. 42 minutes left on my audio. You should finish it in the next sprint. Amazing. Have 28 pages left when I say this book is toxic. This is not love. Yes, Magnolia Parks is.
Okay, I was like, what?
No, this is Magnolia Parks. And I knew that about this book, that it's not a rom-com. It's not a contemporary romance.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Something, else. I really enjoy how the books deal with different topics. Maddie is plus sized. Oh, I don't think that's been an element that I knew yet.
No, like I don't think it was as openly described yet. Like I just know that, does she have blonde hair?
One has blonde and one has brown.
That's the difference. Yeah, like that's the only difference that I've noticed, other than Maddie just being really loud and being like, we're addressing these things.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Cool.
I love plus size rep in a book.
Yeah.
Ruby Dixon really has taken it to really get a lot of different reps through the time of Ice Planet Barbarians.
Yeah.
Finished my dinner and read 12 pages. Amazing.
Nice.
Goodreads says 2015.
Yeah, so I mean, 2015 is like a different age from now. I'll say, like some books I read in that were published then, I was like, wow, it feels like it's aged in a weird way. But like, it's interesting how it isn't that long ago.
I would have thought longer, since there's
I thought so
because
too.
There's like 25 books out.
She's a writing fiend is basically what it is.
They're short, so short. But
very true.
But still, Ruby Dixon is working hard. Yay, Team Blue!
I have to say, I'm Team Red.
That's okay. You should write for your team as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, if anyone wants to join Team Red, I basically chose it because I was like, you know what? It's one of the only teams where I don't really know anyone. I didn't want to choose favorites. And also it had like the lowest count, whereas blue team is strong. You are an army. I will tell you that much.
We're large. We're large and in charge.
Yeah.
We are large. I think mostly because blue books are easier to find.
Oh, totally. Yeah. And I just happen to have red books like on my kind of
Right.
goals shelf at the moment where I'm like, oh, those are the books I want to read recently. And like they seem red. So I was like, well, I might as well do that.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about, so I will cover this. Next month for August, the whole month long is the Amazing Readathon, which is the brainchild of Bree from Four Paws in a Books. And it's basically the amazing race. So there will be legs and a prompt per leg. And depending on where your team like ended in the previous leg, maybe you'll have an extra challenge or something. So we get a video, I think, about every 3 days with a prompt. And it's going to be so much fun. There's 5 teams that you can choose from, and each one has 3 hosts. So there's lots of hosts. There's like 15 hosts, which means there will be sprints probably every day. I will be shocked if there isn't. There's also going to be a 48-hour time where we are live for 48 hours. Yes. If you want to know all the details, because that is a very, very, very concise version, the link to the announcement video is in the description box of this video. So you can go check it out and check that out as well. Now, where I skipped some comments to answer that. Okay, a bit sore. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling 100%. Reading Radio Boy by Christian O'Connell. Yeah, I'm not going to confirm or deny what happens, but I really enjoyed the discussion that happens, why there's pros and cons to healing her. Yeah. So there's discussions in this book.
Oh, yeah. So not just our discussions, but maybe they're talking about it too. That's interesting. Especially because the question is what I'm interested to know, and I'm hoping that I'm not being too spoilery, but there's a difference between, say, disabilities that someone's born with and disabilities that happen, in
due to like an accident or something.
Yes. And so I'm wondering if they'll be treated differently or if it's just a all-encompassing umbrella where they all get treated the same. And I can't remember if Lila's disability was something she was born with. I think it was.
I think so. But also in because this is deaf culture, I know that a lot of deaf people, I can't speak only from what I've heard from other people, is that's very much an identity to a lot of people, and they wouldn't necessarily choose to not be deaf. Like that's not something they would choose. So it's a little bit different than maybe someone who, in another instance, I won't say who, was infertile. So that's a bit different because that's something they really did want to kind of. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, it does. Like the goals of the character and like how they interact with their disability or their like medical issue. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Speaking of this, I want to read True Biz. Has anyone read that? Because that has like a deaf community rep where it's about like apparently True Biz means like for real or seriously. Like it's like it includes like slang, because there's slang in the deaf community in regards to signing, which I was like, that's so cool. So I have it on my shelf and I've been meaning to read it. So let me know if anyone's read that.
That is very cool. I will say, if you want a graphic novel that has ASL rep, which I thought was really interesting because to see it drawn out was really beautiful. The Tea Dragon Society has ASL rep in their books, and to see it drawn out was so beautiful in the art style.
Aren't the illustrations really beautiful?
Gorgeous.
In that series?
Highly recommend the series. Highly recommend. But I just thought that was so interesting to see it actually in art form.
Yeah, sweet.
Got to page 53 of my book. Amazing. Yes, I feel like blue books are more common. I think that totally. We saw a lot of people in the team chat go, I looked at what I had on my shelves and it was mostly blue. And I was like, well, yeah.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Oh, Amanda, you're hosting a readathon. This is, I saw the sprints for this. This is middle grade. Please put the information in the chat, please, because we would like to know. I don't know if you're a mod to actually put the link, but if you are, feel free to put the link as well.
I'll check it out. That's awesome.
Co-hosting rather.
Okay. Mhm.
Having a hard time picking a color. Most of my books are black. That's also a popular color. Typically black is all colors. So could I use them? No. They're not where this is a competitive readathon. Bree's not gonna let that one slide. But just pick for fun because that's only a bonus if you don't actually have to read your book color. If that makes sense, it's just like if you want bonus
You
points,
can read whatever books you have. Yeah,
you can read whatever books you have. They do not have to be blue. I doubt I will only read blue books, but I'm going to attempt to. But it's just for a little extra point bonus. It's not necessary. Yes, we will be live for the entire 48 hours of the weekend. Hold on. Please let me look at my calendar. The 11th through the 13th.
Oh, that's going to be so fun.
We will not be on my channel for the whole 48 hours. We are moving every 4 hours to
I was like, get like a gallon of caffeine, like get an IV.
48 hours. I will be not up for the whole 48 hours. I will be hosting 4 hours and be guest hosting on other people's, but it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Middle grade magic readathon. If anyone wants to look that up, I definitely will be looking into this. I saw it, but didn't have a chance to really look into it yet. And it's a Disney one. That's exciting.
Interesting.
Right? Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. So there for 48 hours, right? Bree was like, do you think we can do it? And I was like, yes.
Like, we can do it.
Yes, we can do it. Of course we can do it. I'll have to work 12-hour shifts that weekend. Oh, that sucks.
My gosh.
At least there will be, I think, a playlist if you want to go back and watch, because I know I've done that with Becca's Bookopolis 48 hours before, has gone back and watched, because it's such a fun time, especially the nighttime ones, because we tend to all lose our minds.
A little bit zany.
And yes, we will have a playlist for the 48 hour sprints, exactly, so that it can like automatically play through. But I don't think anyone's scheduled them yet because it's still almost a full month away. So it's a while. Before we hop into the next sprint, I'm going to say hello to Courtney. Hi, Courtney. We are just about to hop into our next sprint.
Perfect timing.
You got right in there. Let me hit all the buttons that I have to hit. And I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Hello.
Hello.
I got to 26%. I feel like you're probably way past me at this point because
So I'm
had some
not way past.
during that.
Yeah, 29. I'm at 29%.
That's
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and oh my gosh, you can see I've changed locations, and it's because I ended up realizing I'm having this issue on my porch. There's like this hornet's nest that's growing, and I'm like, okay, I gotta fix that. And so I noticed it last night, and I was like, okay, I'll deal with it later, whatever. And then today, just now during the sprint, I realized that one got in my apartment, and I was like, no,
Oh
that's so scary. And
no.
so at the moment, it's in my area where like my living room, my bathroom are. I shut the door, and I'm like. And I put like a sweater underneath. So just not that I'm imagining it would crawl under there, but I'm just like, I can't deal with it at the moment.
Yeah,
and so
that
I'm
is also
hiding in
how
my
I would.
bedroom.
Yeah, I would
Yep.
handle that the same way. I'd be like, it's in the room and it's locked in the room and that's where it's gonna be.
Like I was walking around with like my like dish soap spray about to attack, and then I was like, no, I don't have time. So that's also why I ended up having to pause for a second just to deal with the issues that I'm terrified of this tiny bug, but it's fine.
I am terrified of the tiny bugs as well. I mean, the ones with stingers for sure, because you know they're awful. So okay.
Where are you? And then I'll respond to that.
I'm with Lila, and she is with the things.
Yeah. Yeah, what are they called? Like Metlax or whatever?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that's what she's with because no one's actually said that, but I'm assuming that's what she's with. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Yeah. You know, I have to say, and because it happened so early, I think we can talk about it, but
yeah. We're still in the first 25% of the book. Like it's still early days. It's probably in the synopsis, but I didn't read the synopsis.
Yeah, I didn't read the synopsis. Exactly. So that's actually, what I was assuming the synopsis was, like, I knew that because of how book 6 sets us up, I knew that she was like stolen away.
Correct. We already know that.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be Rokon who did that. And so because it's more of like a rescue mission, I was like, oh, because I was surprised that him being Ayako's brother, that he would act that way. But I was like, okay, we'll see. He's his own person. He doesn't have to be Ayako in every way. But it makes more sense now.
Well, I was actually thinking, I was like, oh, this is the first book that's not like Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Yay.
Yeah, like, okay, well, thank gosh.
It's interesting because Maddie comes off more feisty, but now I'm like, oh, she's quite feisty herself.
Yeah, like she's taken things in her own control. She doesn't really want to, like, I don't know, like, she seems quiet and she's trying to figure things out. She's a bit more like openly afraid, but she's kind of proving that she's willing to take things into her own hands if she has to.
Exactly. Yeah. I like her quite a bit as a main female character.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for her and Rokon to come together. And
I think she's calling him Rodon because she doesn't know what his name is. Yeah, correct. Okay.
Because Megan or Maddie told her it was that.
Yeah.
And so she's just going with it because that's what she knows, but that's not the boy's name. I don't know if they're together where you are. I'm kind of finding that's taking a bit of time in this book.
Yeah, because we are, like you said, 25% in. They haven't. Yeah.
Yeah. We could speed this up. It's a slow burn, I guess. It's not even a slow burn.
As far as Ice Planet Barbarians goes,
this is forever.
Yeah. I'm imagining it's going to like maybe go like 0 to 100. Like once things get initiated.
I mean, it almost has to because it's taking such not a long time because it's only been the first 5%, but for Ice Planet.
I'm hoping she like teaches him sign language. That'd be so cute, like him learning her signs and things. And
that would be really cute. I'm interested to see how they kind of cover that more in the book. Hello, Neva, editing and getting Ari ready for their trip. Yay. Finished Magnolia Parks, and I need to read the rest of this series. I've heard this from basically everyone who has read it, so on brand. I know all the besties have read the first book. I need to get my behind in gear, and they've all. I was going to ask you. They've all loved the series. I just haven't had a chance yet. It's too many things to read.
Too many.
Read 31 pages and updated my vlog. Awesome. Oh, that's right. If no one no one knew this. Tina just started a channel. So do as we do. Go support our friends as we do.
As we do.
As we do. Ate food, signed up for the amazing readathon. Go Team Blue.
I support.
Thank you,
I
Amanda.
respect it.
Come on over. Come on over, Team Blue. Finally started reading. Awesome, Courtney. What are you reading, Courtney? I don't think you told me. If you did, I missed it. No. What are you reading, Courtney? In the next sprint, I'm going to start Midnight Bayou by Nora Roberts. Lovely. Finished 0 Days. Going to give it 4 stars. There were a couple of annoying things, but I had a good time overall. Nice. I feel like that's Ruth Ware in a nutshell. It's like, I had a good time. There were some annoying things.
Like, did it keep you reading? Yes. Okay. It's checking off enough boxes where we're having a good time.
That's how I feel about it. Reading The Assassin's Blade. Lovely. What are you thinking? Is this your first read through? I have so many questions.
I have never read
this
that.
This is
I see it everywhere.
The first book in Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
It is the collection of novellas. It's as far as I made it.
Oh my gosh.
I read the first book and I started Throne of Glass and I DNF Throne of Glass.
Oh no.
Because I don't think I was in the mood, to be honest. I was like, I didn't love Assassin's Blade. I think I would have liked Assassin's Blade potentially more had I done it in publishing order versus chronological order. I didn't care about the characters enough to care about the novellas, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for
sure. I
sure.
didn't know them yet. So I don't know. I can't go back in time, but I suspect that might have been the case. But
yeah,
who knows? Hi, Rainy. Only have 10%. I only have read 10%. I was like, I'm missing an important word. Only have read 10%. Liking book 1. Had to deal with a bunch of circus drama for the show I'm directing.
I'm excited for you, Rainy.
I know. I'm sad that you have drama, but I'm excited for you.
Yeah. Not for the first, not for the second part. Excited for the first part. Sad for the second.
Got to chapter 13. Made breakfast too. Lovely. Read another couple of chapters and worked on cleaning the house. Our daughters are coming for dinner tonight. That's so exciting. Think I may have to pick up IPB and read them. It sounds good. Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side.
Join us.
Honestly, I never thought that I would if you saw my mid-year freak out, I did this for a video. I was like, I will read. I gave Crystal and Neva control of my KU, and I fully thought that I would hate this series. And here we are
eating it up.
Here we are.
This is unsurprisingly because we're doing these sprints, but this is the author I've been reading the most this year. I was like, I can't believe I read 6 books by this one author.
Same. I was like, Ruby Dixon is definitely my most read author this year.
Yeah.
Shocking. We're reading basically a book a month on average. So that makes sense. Me and Kelsey are starting book 3 of Magnolia Parks tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Here you go.
Gotta catch up.
Reading The 3 Mothers That Shaped a Nation. Ooh, it's a nonfiction. That's amazing. I need to read more nonfiction. I'm not good at reading nonfiction. I always say I'm going to do better, and then I don't.
Yeah.
So I need to make a goal around that next year, I think.
Yeah, I know that one trick that Nicole always says is that audiobooking it. Just choosing an audiobook and having it be busy. And I started yesterday. I'm only 10% in. It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism. It's Bernie Sanders' most recent book. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, as I'm going around, I'm like, this sounds just like I'm listening to a podcast or his TED Talk. That's pretty much how I'm treating it. He reads it aloud. So I was like, okay, I'm on board for this. This is just something that can happen in the background. So that I think that might be my trick. But nonfiction will always be my lowest priority, unfortunately. Yeah,
I'm the same. I would like to start, even if I made a goal for reading 1 a month, I think that would be a good starting point because that would still be way more than I'm reading now. I think I've only read 3 all year, which is still probably better than I did last year, to be honest, but could do better. So I read the first 3 books before I read this one. So I'm already invested on page 38 of this one. Lovely.
Nice.
Just sub to Leandra. Yay.
Thank you. I'll sub back. I'm so excited. And I definitely plan on watching your own video where you talk about the readathon you're participating in because that sounds awesome.
When we all find new friends.
Me too.
Be catching up on IPB in the car today. What book are you all reading? 7 and 8.
Yeah,
Right
7
now,
and 8.
7. But
Which
we'll
I love
probably
the
get on to
names match. It's like Barbarians Touch and then Barbarians Taming, I think.
Do you
I
think
like
that's on purpose because it's the sisters?
Probably. That honestly makes so much more sense. Yeah, I was just like, oh, what are the chances that we're reading like book 7 in the 7th month of the year, and then we're reading like both that start with a T and they're both sisters. I don't know. It's all worked together. That makes sense though.
I mean, I don't know.
Touch because she can't hear.
Oh.
Maybe is that kind of like, I wonder if they'll be kind of interacting by touches, like trying to.
That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Had a goal of 1 nonfic a month and did really well until April, hoping to do better in the second half of the year. I mean, that's still good. You still read 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's still good. I think sometimes we either think of goals as pass or fail, and they're not. Sometimes it still is progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. And it's like if you miss 1 month, suddenly it's what's the point of continuing? And I feel like you almost have to like make it a goal a month to read a book, not like maybe 12 in 12 months, but whatever.
Yes, because it's more digestible that way. Okay, we do know this answer because we do these every second month for 8 hours. So we're going to be doing 4 hours on my channel, and then we're going to swap to Leandra's channel and do 4 hours over there. So 8 hours in total, 4 here, 4 there. So we're going to be here for a while yet because we are only 2 hours in. So
yeah, it's still early.
We've got lots of Ice Planet Barbarians left for today, or sprinting of whatever you are reading. Also got my Jan merch. Exciting. So exciting.
Woohoo.
Awesome. We are done the comments a little early, so I think we're just going to go into another sprint because I always know we kind of run out of time for that last sprint anyway because we're doing 4 hours with 45 minutes. So it wouldn't hurt to bank a couple of minutes.
Works for me.
I'm going to just hit the button and the button. I'm going to hit the button. And I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Hello.
Hello.
I got to 40%.
Okay, this is perfect because I'm at 39%.
We are so perfect. So I was actually thinking, now hear me out.
Mhm.
This book's longer than the other books we've read by about
Okay.
3 hours longer.
That makes me feel better because I think it was sometime during this sprint or the sprint before I was like, wow, like this is
Normally
8
we're almost
hours.
finished the first book by now, and we're only halfway. So I'm thinking we might only get through the one because we're going to be about 50% through when we finish my sprints. So we may have to look into maybe just doing maybe like another one to do book 8.
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally down for it.
That's what I'm thinking. We'll have to work that out. I think that might be what happens because they're getting longer, and I noticed that the other one's long too.
Do you think that's just like that's a tendency, not just the two sisters, but maybe the books are just getting longer because it's
they're still short, but like versus 5-hour audiobooks, they're like 8-hour audiobooks. So
exactly.
A little bit like more full length. They're starting to lend to more a full length, but probably because there's more like we're following not just our couple, but like
bleeding into others. Like characters are being brought up. And with this one, like, you know, the one character, she's still learning everything brand new now. So it's like, okay, how do we catch her up while also,
And we had this whole time with her doing other things, not with our main male protagonist. So, you know, that took up some books. So now you need like time to have them together and things happening. I love that he's learning what they call, he calls it hand talking, which I think is so adorable.
It is. They're so cute. I knew that the like him flipping her off was going to be a thing.
That was so funny.
Yeah, and she's like, "Did you just?" He's like, "Your sister taught me that." Like that doesn't mean hello.
That's not something helpful.
Yeah, that's so cute. Yeah, it is very sweet how they're both trying to like he's doing what he can, and then she's got the more kind of structured, so she almost has to kind of like still figure out what he's doing because he doesn't know her words. And I'm loving that.
Me too. I really like this series quite a bit.
Yeah.
And they're always like, it's interesting how, because you think it would become monotonous, and in some ways it does, but in some ways it's new every time. And I don't know how Ruby Dixon has figured out how to do that. Because you think, how many ways can they really become a couple? Like,
yeah, but he also has that weird knowing thing, which we never mentioned. Like, you know, they keep referencing his knowing, and I was like, what is this?
Well, even she was like, are you psychic? And then they're like, yeah, kind of. And I was like, was this discussed in any of the previous books? Because I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. So I was like, okay, so that adds it being a bit different, him kind of having these feelings or whatever, him sensing when something's going to go wrong or when it's not. And then yeah, like you were mentioning, so with her, Lila, I was wondering if this was going to be what I've kind of grown to call almost like a mopey sunshine romance where, you know, because Ihako had that with Kira, and then who else did we just at Tiffany? Was it Tiffany and her person?
Tiffany and oh no, we even liked him.
I really liked him.
He's like our second favorite.
I know.
It starts with an H.
I know it does. It's because it was before, because there's Hayden.
Anyone in the comments would like to come in clutch with the name of Tiffany's love interest, we would love you desperately.
Yeah, he was lovely. So like those two had kind of similar, where the woman was a bit down and overwhelmed, and then the man was like, we're gonna be okay, we're meant to be. And so I was wondering if that was gonna happen here, and it surprised me. That's not exactly their dynamic. Like he's patient with her, but it's not that she's like, you know, struggling with what's happening. She's just like, everything's new.
Yeah. So, and I think because there's that communication barrier, it's hard to get her up to speed on what's happening because there's nobody to tell her what's happening. So they're trying to come up with ways to communicate, but it's obviously not perfect because it's not perfect.
He keeps mentioning residents, and she's like, anyway, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, why doesn't she want to talk about this?
Why doesn't she care about the residents? Because to her, it's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Hello, Solana. How are you? Chapter 16 of my reread of Terms and Conditions. Amazing. finished the only assignments I need to grade all weekend. ML.
Yes.
Wow. That's so exciting. Usually you're grading long past when I'm done sprints.
Forever.
So I'm so happy for you. Now you get to do other things. 41% into Meet Your Match and listened to Trace of Death 4% in. Amazing.
Ooh.
And get this, next week is the last week of this 8-week class I'm teaching. And that is the absolute last class of my previous university. Wow, ML, on to bigger and better things.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
With class starting in about a month.
So, not much of a break.
But still new environment, new subjects, because I don't think you're teaching the same things in your new school.
Very fun.
I don't, again.
Yeah, let us know what you're
teaching. I don't think so. My employment with the last job ends completely on August 1st. So soon.
Yay,
so soon. 12% into Bitterroot In as an ebook. And Meet Your Match is also an ebook. Awesome. Read 27 pages of Midnight by You. And whoa, this book starts off crazy and very violent. Wow.
Really?
Ooh. Sometimes it's like you aren't prepared for those things. You're like, what just happened?
Yeah, especially because it's Nora Roberts, right? And what's her? She's got like a pen name.
J.D. Robb is the mystery pen name.
Yeah, I thought that one would be the more suspense, violent kind of one, not one that's under her name. But I don't know her very well, so
I've only read the one series, which was like witchy book, like a witch book. So it wasn't violent, really.
Yeah,
witches. The books get longer and then they start to get shorter later on. So we might have to look into, for a couple of months, doing some sort of, I don't know, extra day. We'll figure out something.
Yeah, we will.
So that we can still get 2 done. We'll figure it out. But I'm like, today we're definitely only going to get through the 1.
Yeah, no, for sure. Which I'm glad that we realized that. I mean, we would have by the time, eventually, but we were like, it's kind of a slow burn, isn't it? And it's like, well, no, it's just longer.
It's a longer book. Yeah. Because I was like, realistically, I'm going to be about 50% because this will be a shorter sprint going into yours. So I'll be about 50% through for the 50% of the way through the sprint. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to get through the 1 today, which is totally fine. Read 22 pages. Yes, to more Blue Alien sprints in the future. Me and Leandra will discuss and figure out what we're going to do about book 8. We'll make plans.
We will.
Think we're going to get back into double digits. 77 pages read and 2 subs away from the end of the year goal. Okay, everyone in the comments.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
So lovely.
Amanda, what is your end of the year goals that I know when we get to it so I can be excited because we're going to get you there today. Like
yeah, because I subscribed. Do
not worry. We've got this. And I'm going to help everyone do this.
I see 149.
So it's probably 150 then. Okay, it's probably 150. Hold on. I'm trying to get the link to Amanda's channel. One moment. Amanda, I'm subscribed. Why can't I find any of your stuff on my thing?
Yeah, that's so exciting.
1 second, everyone. Link is coming. We've got this.
Tina said that she subscribed, so I think we might.
I think we just hit 151. It's 151, but I'm still going to put the link because,
Yeah, just so other people can get into it. But this is so exciting. Everyone's celebrating in the comments too. I
love this. Okay. I'm really trying to get there's me talking. We don't need that.
We always need that. What are you saying?
No, I was like, I should mute my phone. Okay, there we go. For the link, if anyone wants to, we can really just push Amanda right over.
Yeah, just to solidify it.
I know Amanda has a lot of sprints next month. So between the amazing Readathon sprints and Amanda's sprints and everybody else, we are going to be sprinting all the time, which is very exciting.
This is the community to talk about her. Exactly.
Really. I'm at 70% of 0 days. Forgot about him flipping her off. I was like, it was really.
It's like, I know.
It was very cute. Forgot about his knowing as well. I read these books so long ago. Yeah. And they start to kind of slightly run into each other.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
After a
Especially
minute.
because like it's always a blue man and
Exactly.
a green woman and a few other things. Yeah.
Absolutely. Showered and watched YouTube. We love this. Gonna head out to the park and then to lunch and dinner. Should be back later for more sprints. Have a good dinner and fun at the park, and we'll see you later. It's not Saluk. Saluk is, maybe it is Saluk. I thought it was started with an H.
All right, let's rapid fire go through it. So we've got Georgie and Vectal. We've
Yes.
got Liz and
Rahash. Yes, Rahash. Then we have Kira and Ahaku.
Mm-hmm.
Harlow and
Rook.
Yes. Hayden. Who has Hayden?
Hayden was with Josie.
Josie and Hayden, which is book 6.
And then 5 must have been Tiffany. And I guess it is Saluk.
Yes, Saluk.
Yeah.
Saluk, then. You're right. It is Saluk. There we go.
Yeah. Spelling phonetically. We love it.
It's difficult to remember after a while.
Yeah. This is a good refresher though.
Yeah, there we go. We got it. So we're going to need like a pie chart. Because I think at some point, some of these couples start to switch.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be crazy. What? Oh my gosh.
I think that happens in later books, that some people leave the people they're with. Hopefully it's not our favorite couples, but
yeah, actually I wouldn't mind a few switcher ups with the couples that I'm kind of like whatever about.
Some of them might be okay with it, because some of them I liked one of them and not the other one. So
yes. Like one romantic interest, but not their partner.
Got to 42 chapters of Akawar. Amazing. Saluk. You are correct. I'm finally teaching fully in my specialization. I will be teaching gender and sexuality studies. See, I pay attention. I know things. I know what's going on, Emma.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Most of what I read of Nora Roberts has been her really old stuff and category romance. Just subbed, going to sub 150. Well, we've hit it. We did it before I ever hit the comments about it. Before I ever had a chance to hit the link. And I love that we're all having a party with the comments. We got this. This community is wonderful. I love this community so much. Congratulations. If you haven't, there's the link that I was trying to get desperately forever. But I did eventually get there. Going to be practically live all month next month. So we have lots of fun stuff, and there's a lot going on next month. August is very busy. But I know my calendar is super full, which is so exciting, and it's going to be so fun. And we're going to have a great August going into the September. I feel like her older stuff was less violent and not like as emotionally deep, but now that her newer stuff is interesting. It's kind of interesting to see how an author evolves over time.
Yeah. Especially as they like are switching up, I don't know, they grow as a writer, and so I feel like sometimes people get frustrated when an author switches their style, but I'm like, they're just trying new things. Yeah.
And sometimes you wonder how much of it is the publisher was holding them back, but once they start selling more books,
and like
they're allowed to have a bit more free reign with what they're putting out.
Yeah. That makes sense.
The book is published in 2001, so it's not, but yeah, it's newish because
when she's got this long career. Yeah.
It's a little bit more. Super grateful to you all. You are so welcome, Anna. We love you here, and I'm so happy for you. Party hardy, yay! Party in the comments. Hey,
I know. I'm so sorry about the I was like, what? Shh, quiet. I'm busy.
That's okay. At any point in time, you may hear children noise coming from my end, or who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Leandra,
I was like, did anyone else hear that? I was like, holy crap.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, we can probably get in if we do 35.
That works for me.
You don't want to chat too long because we're going to like run over to yours. So we have 42 minutes. Maybe like a 37.
Yes. I love it. A weird number.
Because we're going to run over to yours and chat over there for a little bit. So we don't want to chat too long.
Yeah. We don't have to do the full 15 when we get to me either to kind of even it out.
So we'll why did that not do anything? I was like, why does it say 15? I definitely changed it. You all watched me change it and it still said 15. And I was like, Okay. So I will see everyone in 37 minutes. And during this sprint, I will also put the link to Leandra's sprints in the chat so everyone can just follow us to Leandra's channel for 4 more hours of sprints. So let me start the timer and then I will do that. Hello.
Hello.
I got to 51%. How did you do?
Same. That's where I am. Perfect.
We're finally back together. Yes, I'm in the middle of a chapter, and so far it's going well.
Yeah, I think it's going well. It's interesting how like they're both kind of trying to figure out how to communicate with each other, and like he has a plan and she's trying to figure out, like, understand what his plan is. And
Yes. I mean, I will be glad when they can communicate better. I feel like it's gone on for, which makes sense. It makes sense that it's gone on for a long time. But like, I think that was one of my main issues with book 4 as well, is that went on for a long time.
Yeah, that's right.
This,
I forgot
this
that.
at least is less. This I have less issues with, because book 4 was that it was almost like a stunted childhood situation, and there was like almost like an age gap, even though there wasn't, but it made me feel,
it felt like he was delayed in his development.
Yeah, I felt really good about that. So at least this is not that. But I will say I'm having the same feelings about it's not miscommunication, but lack of being able to communicate.
Like the frustration that they're each feeling. Like they're doing their best, but there's this frustration of them being like, can we just talk to each other? We can't. And at least it's both of them feeling that. But yeah, I think that's adding to the why it's like a bit slower of a read, because there's these stunt and starts, and yeah,
I agree. And also, I just like want her to understand what's going on, and she does not understand what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's really trying to explain it to her, but like it's a complicated thing to understand without being able to actually understand it. Hello, Kay. I'm glad you had a nap. Napping is fantastic. We are still doing more sprints, but we will be moving over to Leandra's channel fairly quickly, like within the next 1 to 2 minutes. So if you're looking for the link, I did pin it. We're going to be heading over there for 4 more hours of sprints. So just click the link and follow us over, and we're going to be having a great time over there. ML, all I did was look at furniture this sprint, mainly bookshelves. Even though we shouldn't buy anything until our damage claim is processed from the horrible move. I saw this on your Instagram, and I was so devastated for you at how horrible the moving company treated your furniture.
It's so frustrating.
It's so frustrating, which is still 2 to 4 weeks away. Oh my goodness. That's so long.
Yeah.
ML. So sorry that you're having to deal with that. That is not fair or fun. 46 pages left in your book. You've got this, Amanda. You've got this. Took a shower and started making something to eat. I also cooked during that sprint. So same. Also would like to know. Finished the first novella in Assassin's Blade, heading to a little party with the kiddos. So maybe back for the last couple of sprints. Have a wonderful time, Jen, with your kiddos.
With your gremlins.
With your gremlins. I feel like next time in another sprint where people don't know what we're talking about, if I refer to your children as gremlins, people might be like, that's a bit rude.
Like, you've never even met them. How dare you?
It's a bit rude, Brittany.
Yeah.
Gonna have some pasta with red sauce with cream in it. That sounds delicious. Read some more. Got the other link up, ready to go. Kay is ready for us to jump. Kay is also the last comment, so we are going to take that as let's go. Oh, actually, first I'm going to say hi to Jean. Hi, Jean. We are actually moving over to Leandra's channel. So good, you've already got it in your comment there. So we are going to head over, and we will see you all in like 1 minute by the time we move over. So, I almost hit leave studio instead of end broadcast. That would have been, that's not what we're trying to do. We will see you all in like 1 minute.